my daughter told me her imaginary friend says I'm not her real father, I laughed until he started leaving messages on our walls. After the divorce, all I wanted was a fresh start. Somewhere quiet, clean, far from the city, far from my ex, far from everything that reminded me of the life that crumbled so quickly. So when I found the old farmhouse just outside of Maple Hollow, it felt like fate. A big yard, thick woods behind us, no neighbors for miles. The perfect place for me and Lily, my 5-year-old daughter, to start over. She didn't say much during the move, just clutched her stuffed bunny, Milo, and stared out the car window as the old barn and trees blurred by. The house itself was old, creaky floorboards, paint peeling from the porch, and a strange lingering smell, like rain and dust soaked deep into the wood. But it was cheap, and I didn't have many options. The first few nights were quiet, too quiet. Lily adjusted faster than I expected. She spent most of her time in the upstairs hallway, the darkest part of the house, drawing with crayons or whispering to herself. By day 5, she had a new friend. "Daddy, Tommy says the stairs are dangerous." I looked up from my laptop. "Who's Tommy?" She smiled, showing her missing front tooth. "He's my new friend. He lives in the wall." I laughed, but something about the way she said it made me pause. "In the wall, huh? Should I say hello next time I walk by?" She shook her head. "Serious now. Number, he only talks to me. You make him mad." Part 2, Drawings and Whispers. The first drawing she showed me was just a stick figure, big smile, black crayon. "This is Tommy," she said. "Looks like a happy guy." "No, Daddy, that's his old face." I frowned. "His old face?" She nodded and turned the page. This one was different. Same stick figure, but this time the face had no mouth, just 2 hollow scribbled circles where the eyes should be. Now he looks like this when he watches us sleep. That night, I couldn't shake the image. I turned on the hallway light and checked Lily's room 3 times before going to bed. Nothing, just her and Milo, sound asleep. At 3:12 a.m., I woke up to footsteps, not heavy, small, deliberate, like a child walking slowly down the hall. I rushed out, heart pounding, but Lily was asleep. Door closed, nothing out of place. Then I noticed the wall near the stairwell, a crayon mark, black. Just one word, liar. I rubbed it with my hand. It didn't smear. It was written deep, carved in almost. But I knew we hadn't brought anything sharp into the house yet. The next morning, I asked Lily if she'd drawn it. She looked at me with a face I'd never seen before, blank and almost frightened. "No," she whispered. "Tommy did it. He said you're lying. You're not really my dad." Part 3, The Voice in the Vent. By the end of the second week, things got worse. Lily refused to sleep alone. She said Tommy climbed out from behind the vent in her room and stood over her bed at night. She said he whispers things when I'm not around. "He said you took me away from my real home," she whispered while curled on the couch. "That Mommy screamed a lot, that you made it stop." I felt my skin crawl. My ex-wife left me, yes, but she was alive. Lily had been there. She knew, right? That night, I put her to bed early, double-checked the windows, and for the first time, I opened the vent in her room. Nothing. No strange smells, no marks. But when I leaned closer, I thought I heard something. A soft, dry breath, whispering, too faint to understand. I slammed it shut and didn't sleep at all that night. Part 4. The video day, 16. A Saturday. Lily was napping. I was going through boxes in the attic when I found an old camcorder. It was buried under broken picture frames and dusty curtains. Still had a tape inside. I popped it into my laptop using an adapter. The footage was grainy. A family, a man, and a woman, a little boy, probably Lily's age, running through the hallway, our hallway. But this wasn't me, and that wasn't Lily. Then the date popped up, October 3rd, 2004, nearly 20 years ago. The boy ran to the corner near the stairwell, giggling. "Tommy wants to play hide and seek." The camera jerked. The father laughed. "Okay, just don't go behind the wall again. You scared the hell out of your mom last time." The video cut to static. Then another clip. The mother crying, the boy missing, the vent in the hallway open, the boy in the wall. I rewatched the video at least 10 times. The boy had called him Tommy, the same name Lily used, the same corner where she now played, the same damn vent. I felt sick. I started searching public records. It took me hours, but eventually I found something. A newspaper article from 2005. Local boy disappears in family home. No trace ever found. Parents moved out months later. The case was never solved. His name was Thomas Greer. I stared at the photo. Black hair, pale face, eyes too big for his age. It looked like a younger version of the stick figure Lily had drawn. The second one, the one without a mouth. I slammed the laptop shut. "The scratches that nut!" Lily screamed, a raw, high-pitched cry that sent adrenaline flooding through my veins. I bolted to her room. She sat upright, shaking, clutching her stuffed bunny like it was her only lifeline. "What happened?" She pointed at the vent. "He was in here. He walked on the ceiling. He looked wrong. He said, 'I don't belong to you.' He said he wants to show me where I really came from." Her hands trembled. I went to the vent. This time, something had changed. There were scratches, deep grooves running along the inside metal, and something else, a tooth, a tiny brownish decayed tooth resting inside the vent. I stepped back. This wasn't imagination anymore. The night visitor. I started sleeping in a room just to be safe. That's when he came. 3:09 a.m. Not footsteps this time. Whispers. But not from Lily. From behind the wall. They grew louder, angrier, layers of voices, some shrill like children screaming, others slow and slurred, like something trying to remember how to speak. And then, knocking from inside the damn wall. 4 slow knocks right behind Lily's bed. I grabbed her and moved us into the living room for the rest of the night. When morning came, the wall behind her bed had writing on it. "She's not yours," carved in the plaster, deep and rough like it had been clawed in. The therapist I tried getting Lily help. We drove 45 minutes into town to see a child therapist. I hoped maybe someone could explain it all. Trauma, imagination, something rational. After the session, the therapist pulled me aside. "She doesn't have any delusions. She's not hallucinating. She's calm. She believes everything she's saying." I didn't know whether that was worse. Before we left, Lily gave the therapist a drawing. I saw it in her hand as we walked out. It showed me, lying on the floor, eyes red and bleeding, mouth open in a scream, and a shadow standing over me, one with long twisted limbs. Beneath it, in a child's scrawl, "Now he's your daddy too." The truth in the attic. That night, I decided to end it. Whatever this was, ghost, spirit, delusion, it was going to stop. I tore open the vent. Nothing. But then I noticed the wall behind it had a seam, barely visible. I got my tools and started cutting. Behind the drywall, I found an old hollow crawl space that snaked between the walls, dark, narrow, filled with dust and spider webs, and something else, a box. Inside, a lock of dark hair, 3 baby teeth, a child's drawing of a man with no face, and a note. He takes the ones who aren't loved. I dropped the box and ran. The final night. Lily wasn't in the living room or the kitchen. I screamed her name. Then I heard it, soft singing from upstairs, her room. I ran up, threw the door open, and saw her standing inside the wall. The crawl space was wide open. She was inside it, just staring into the darkness. "Lily!" She turned to me slowly. Her eyes were rolled back. Her voice was wrong. "I'm going home, Daddy. My real daddy wants me now." Something moved behind her, a shape, tall, emaciated, inhuman. It crawled like a spider along the back wall, its head twitching, its limbs bending the wrong way. It smiled, but it had no mouth, just 2 deep hollows for eyes. I grabbed Lily and yanked her out of the crawl space, slammed the panel shut. She screamed and kicked, but eventually she calmed in my arms. The escape. We left that night. I didn't pack. I didn't sell the house. We drove until the sun came up. Checked into a motel. I've been living under a fake name ever since. Lily doesn't speak of Tommy anymore, but some nights, when she sleeps, she still whispers, "He's coming to get you next." And sometimes I wake up, and there's dust on the floor in the shape of footprints, too small to be mine, leading from the wall to my bed.